Hi, everyone. Good morning. Welcome to our multicultural virtual assembly. I'm so excited to be here. I'm Miss Nixon, the art teacher at Aspen Valley and Aspen Prep and Meadow, and Aspen Meadow. And I'm so excited. We're going to celebrate two cultures today. We're celebrating the Chinese culture and the African culture today, plus featuring our wonderful students and their work. Before we begin, I want to introduce you to my team, Mr. Carr and Mrs. Winter.
Hi, everybody.
Hey, Valley and Meadow in the house.
So we're going to start off with featuring the students' artwork with the Chinese culture. And we learned about a lot of things here, even something as simple as the koi fish and the pagoda buildings and the panda bears. So sit back and enjoy and have fun. Oh, I always get excited when I see my students' artwork, and I'm just so proud of them. They're so talented. That's all.
Absolutely. It was so beautiful. And we want to take a second here to say hello to all the families out there who's joining us on Facebook or YouTube. Thank you, Nancy. Loved. Yes, I did too. Aren't they beautiful? Very, very cool. And we also wanted to say hello to Joaquin. Hi, Joaquin. And to everyone out there, thanks so much for joining us, all the classes. Hello, Dana.
Hello, hello.
And Yesenia, hello. Very talented. Renee, thank you so much. And a shout out from Miss Aliong's class. Hello out there. We wanted to also say hello to Miss Babauta's class. So great to see you all. And Miss Leader, of course, our executive director. So glad that you could join us as well. Miss O'Connor's class is here. Hi, Miss O'Connor's class. And our esteemed principal, Miss Rivera. Thanks everyone for joining us out there. We want to go ahead and we are going to say that the next portion of our assembly this morning is going to be a celebration of Chinese music. We learned about an instrument called pipa, which is a stringed instrument, a very interesting instrument. You'll see a picture of it. And also we learned a song called Gongxi Gongxi, which was written actually during a war in China. So it has this sort of tone that might feel a little maybe sad, but the lyrics are so hopeful that it has become a part of celebrations, New Year celebrations, because it speaks of this hope of a new spring coming, a new time of fresh renewal. And I think that we can all relate to that as our new year has moved in, and as we are longing for the end to this pandemic, and we're hoping to all be able to be together again. This song, I think, really meant a lot to me and to our students. And we learned from Shen Yi, part of the Musical Explorers program. So we hope you enjoy this video featuring Chinese music.
恭喜你！
每条大街小巷，每个人的嘴里，见面第一句话就是恭喜恭喜。
恭喜你呀！恭喜你！
Oh,
That
wonderful.
was great. That was so awesome, Mr. Carr. They are so good. Oh my goodness. That was a great song too. And waiting for those blossoms. Those blossoms are out. So
Yes.
a new start. I love that.
Mhm.
I just want to talk a little bit about Chinese New Year traditions a little bit. My students learned a little bit about it. This year was a little bit different. Usually it's the end of January, but this year the dates were February 11th to February 26th. It's a 16-day festival, but the actual day was February 12th. So on February 12th, there's a few things you got to make sure, and hopefully my students remember. You don't want to break any glass. You don't want to sweep your floor. I just take that as, cleaning my house. Don't wear black. You want to wear red. And so there was some fun things to learn about what you should and shouldn't do. We also learned some games. There's some fun games that they learned to do. And part of those games have to do with what's called the Mandarin Orange. I'm going to show you, we're going to show you a little video about a game that we learned with Mandarin Oranges. But at the beginning, if we have time to read it, if you don't read it, I'm going to just tell you real quick. Mandarin oranges are used for a lot of seasoning and spices for food. So for the food, but also for tea and different things. So Mandarin orange means a lot to them. And they actually peel them. And that's one of the other games, is trying to peel it without breaking it, and all in one piece. And they would do a special way they peel it, and they sun and wind dry them for at least 3 years.
Oh,
And
wow.
then they use it as a spice. That's a long time.
Yeah.
And then if you do it for 20 or more years, then it's worth a lot of money.
Wow.
Which I was thinking, I have 2 tangerine trees, and I've lived there for over 25 years. I could have been rich by now, I think, but if I would have saved all the skins and sold them, and they dried them out. But who knew? So we're going to show you this video about some of the students and families tried the stacking game. And then afterwards, we got a little game ourselves.
I'm gonna try. You don't know if this one can. No, I'm gonna use.
Try this one before you do that one.
I don't. Oh, hi. Yeah. Okay, never mind. I'm gonna do a challenge. I gotta do it fast because there's a little bit of time on here. Here's my first orange. See, there you go. First orange. Now stay. Yeah. There you go. Okay. And now stay. No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ah! So I'm gonna do the peel an orange and eat it. So I'm gonna edit it since it only gives us 30 seconds. And when I'm done, I am going to show you if I've peeled it or not, and then that'll be it. And then I'll eat it off camera. So I'm just gonna pause right now. All right, so here's the orange peel, and I didn't break any of it because when I put it back, we're gonna stack the oranges to see who wins.
Ready?
3, 2, 1. Go.
Oh man.
Okay, I told you. I told you we don't have the right ones.
Well, it's still. How do they do this?
Theirs are really plump, so they actually like stay on. Ours are like oval shaped.
Okay. Well, but
Oh, you think it's going to be
Super fun.
it's not.
Yeah.
I thank the families. Thank you so much for sending those videos in. And hi James. Thank you. I'm glad to keep them active. This was quite the fun game to do. And those that sent videos in, I'm sorry, I laughed a lot. It was super funny. It was really fun. So thank you for willing to try my silliness and do these games. And we try to have a lot of fun here. Valley and Meadow has been awesome doing, PE with you and trying these new things, and it's so exciting. So, tell your friends. We have a lot of fun.
That's right. And also tell your friends that we are enrolling. We would love for your family to join the Aspen family. Especially, we would love kindergartners for our Aspen Middle School. We'd love for you to join in right at kinder, so you can experience the great community from the earliest stage. And also, we are opening a new school. Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah, if you haven't heard, Aspen Ridge is going to be happening. That's right. It's our 7th and 8th graders are going to be going to the Aspen Ridge, and we're opening it up to 9th graders. And each year we'll add a different grade up to it. But super exciting to have some high schoolers. Yeah. So that's really just an amazing thing that's happening for our Aspen Public Schools. So if you haven't heard, I know there's a great video you can watch with Mr. Josh, and he will tell you more about it and where it's located. And you can find that, I believe, on our Facebook, and you'll be able to see and be able to sign up for it. So very, very exciting times.
Absolutely.
Don't forget to tell your friends too. Tell your friends and relatives.
And Michelle is celebrating her 12th birthday this weekend. Oh, happy birthday!
Yes. Love those birthdays. There's a lot of February birthdays this one. I had a lot of kids. They were rubbing it in that they were eating birthday cake without me. So, yeah, seen it a lot. Okay, we have a game challenge. Challenge. So I have challenged Miss Nixon, Mr. Carr. I believe, is Miss Taylor here with us? Is she going to join us? All right, Miss Taylor's here too. Yes, the challenge is on. So they all have 4 mandarin oranges. Okay, they have them. They get 5 seconds. They've got to stack them up. It's got to pretty much kind of stay, up for long enough. So I'm going to set my timer. We'll do it a couple times and see how it works. But as you can see by the videos, it's not as easy as you think it would be.
And I'm wondering if anybody at home thinks they can outrace us too.
Oh, totally. This is the challenge, man. Bring it on. I want to see it. You can still send me a video if you want to, just for fun, or if you got it. Oh, go Miss Taylor. Oh, I think Mr. Nixon and Miss Nixon and Mr. Carr need some love out there on those comments. Come on. I don't know. Let's see. So I'm going to do a timer. So let's do a practice run. Okay. On your mark. Get set. Go. And stop.
Oh.
That was just practice.
All right. We're going to do it again. We'll try it again.
All right.
Try it again.
I'm arranging them.
Oh.
Okay.
We got a lot of Miss Taylor fans out there.
Claudia, go back. We go back.
Okay. Let's try it again. On your mark. Get set. Go.
I used to speed stack cups. You guys ever do that?
Oh, yeah. We have stacking cups. Stop.
No.
Oh, Mr. Carter. Oh, Miss Taylor's got 3. Okay, Miss Taylor.
I have 3 too.
Miss Taylor, you did. Oh, congratulations.
I did 3 though.
Okay. Are we good? I don't know why that was so hard.
Oh,
So much.
Woo, Mrs. Winter. Oh man, that's good.
For this stack.
I just
Thank
want to
you,
know how
guys.
much practice did you do? No.
Yeah, exactly. What's going on over there? I want to see that stack in a couple minutes and see if it's still standing. That is suspicion.
Yeah.
Well, and I want to say something too.
Oh,
Kindergarten.
that's awesome. Okay. Okay. Thank you guys for participating. I appreciate it. And it's a great year. It's the year of the ox. So that's the next thing. We got to find some more games. I'm not sure how that works, but that was very fun. Thank you, Miss Taylor, for joining us on that. I appreciate it.
Bye, Mrs. Taylor.
Hey, and we want to say we also are opening. There's enrollment for TK at Meadow and Valley. TK, Transitional Kindergarten. So your student is younger than kindergarten. We would love for them to join as well at both schools. It's time for us to continue our celebration. Thank you for all the students and families that participated. And we learned a lot, of course, about Chinese culture. And over the last month in February, we've also been celebrating Black History Month, Black culture, African culture as well. And so we have art and music about Black history, Black culture, African American culture as well. So we want to start with a video from Ms. Janice, our library, Ms. Jan, and she is going to introduce you to some books that you might want to check out.
Hello, Aspen families. We are celebrating African American history and culture from the library. And here we go. The first book I want to share with you today is A Child's Introduction to African American History. You will explore their extraordinary history and celebrate the immense achievements and tragedies that shaped America. And then, of course, we want to read about Martin Luther King Jr., one of our heroes. And he was one who correctly said one day, "Hate cannot drive out hate. Only love can do that." I agree with that. The next book I'm sharing with you is called The School is Not White. It's a true story of the civil rights movement. Very interesting. The next book is called Boycott Blues, How Rosa Parks Inspired a Nation. Many of you have heard of Rosa Parks, I know, but maybe some haven't. Next to it, I have the story in her own words, Rosa Parks, My Story. Very well worth reading. The next story is called The Story of Ruby Bridges, a little girl who was very brave. She's so little, but she has a wonderful story that taught us a lot. The next book is called A Weed is a Flower, The Life of George Washington Carver. What an interesting man. His life and his resourcefulness is incredible. I read it and was amazed. Many things that I did not know about George Washington Carver. And then there's the story of Frederick Douglass, the man who wrote, The Lion Who Wrote History, it's called. This is the story of how one man's careful decisions and many accomplishments not only made his own life better, but in many ways, he changed the history of America. Let It Shine, the stories of Black women freedom fighters. You'll find stories in here that will inspire you. We Are the Ship, the story of Negro League Baseball. This is a story of gifted athletes, racial discrimination, and international sportsmanship. This is a grand story for baseball lovers of all ages. This book has so many beautiful pictures in it, it will make you feel as though you were there. They are beautiful oil-painted pictures. It's a beautiful book. The last one I'll share with you is called The Girl with a Mind for Math, the story of Ray Montague, who in the early 1940s set her sights on becoming an engineer. And even though racial inequality, plus the fact that she was a girl, seemed to be a challenge, but she had a dream, and she kept it a secret for years. And through it all, she persisted, and you can read of her triumph here in this story. I think she would say to us, if there's something you want to do, but it seems out of reach, this might be the story for you. I hope you see something here that would pique your interest. Maybe you want to see further into this book besides just the cover. I hope you see something that you like. Be happy to check it out for you. You can take it home. Maybe you'll learn something new, something that would equip you, entertain you, something that would inform us, maybe some things we didn't know. So thank you, and I hope to see some book orders soon. Bye-bye.
Oh, thank you, Miss Janice. That was wonderful. It's reading is so important, and it looks like there was a great assortment of books relating to the African culture. So thank you again, Miss Janice, for doing that. So now we're going to show you some wonderful artwork from our students relating to the African culture. And we did a variety of things from the sunset on the savannah to market day. The women are taught how to carry their groceries on their heads in baskets and buckets, and the beautiful head wraps that some of the African women wear. And of course, the noted African masks and the famous djembe drum. So enjoy. Wow. Well, I want to thank the parents for participating, and we always encourage families, parents to send in photos, and we'll definitely include it in our videos. So thank you to the families that participated.
Absolutely. And it's time to celebrate African American culture in music. And if you listen to the radio or you have Spotify or YouTube, you inevitably will hear the amazing contributions of African Americans in our music, from rock and roll, blues, to hip hop, which is what we focused on during the month of February in our music class. So I hope you enjoy this video featuring some of our students, and artists named Soul Science Lab helped us learn a little bit about hip hop culture and music. So check it out.
What I think inspires me was the beat and the rhythm.
1, 2, 3, hip hop hooray! Ho, hey, ho, hey, ho, hey, ho, hip hop hooray! Ho, hey, ho, hey, ho, hey, ho. We're coming with the magic that'll help you find your way. You feel it in the rhythm when you hear the music play. We learned it from the storytellers way back in the day. You gotta watch your thoughts and be careful what you say. Be careful what you say. Be the best at what you do. If yesterday was sad, let today be brand new. Create a life of love, write a song, and leave a clue. This is the time to have fun for me and you. Hip hop hooray! Ho, hey, ho, hey, ho, hey, ho.
What am I gonna do is try to beatbox. Boots and cats and boots and cats and boots and cats and boots and cats, boots and cats, boots and cats, boots and boots and cats and boots and cats and boots and cats and boots and cats. Boots and cats and boots and cats and boots and cats and boots. Boots and cats and boots and cats. Boots and cats and boots and cats. What my city would look like, it would be peaceful, faithful, encourageable. That's what it felt like, and it looked like community centers around the buildings and have flowers in a park with a garden, and for the butterflies and the bees to have something to eat and share with. It means you stand up for what you believe. This song is for remembering my ancestors. I think the message in the song Higher is to learn more and more. I think it means you gotta express yourself, like go to the next level. Think higher and
you could be smarter or kinder than you were before?
Standing up for your rights. What higher means is to jump higher and reach your levels.
Let's have some fun. We see y'all. Get out your feet. We want to feel the energy. Let's go. 1, 2, we come to take you higher. Yeah. We come to take you higher. We come to take you higher. Yeah. So science takes you higher.
Now move to the left, to the left, to the left, to the left. Now move to the right, to the right. Stand up for your rights.
Now move to the left, to the left, to the left, to the left. Now move to the right, to the right.
Don't give up the fight.
Mr. Carr, you always know how to do creative videos on music. That's great.
It was so much fun. I'm so glad we got to learn, and the students participated. Is awesome. Now, we've had a very action-packed assembly, but don't go away yet. We still have more, and it's going to be so much fun. We're going to have a drummer coming in just a few minutes who will share some amazing African-style drumming with you. And we also have a special guest right now, one of our amazing parents from our Aspen community, Sharita D'Souza, and she is going to share with us a little bit about her culture. Hi, Sharita.
Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for welcoming me here. I really value and appreciate our Aspen families and scholars. So I wanted to share a little bit about our family history. My family and I immigrated to the United States when I was about 12 years old from East Africa, from Nairobi, Kenya specifically. My family has been in Africa for about 75 years, and my husband's family and mine combined have been there lived in Africa for about 200 years. Now, Africa consists of many countries, about 52 countries, I believe, and of which Kenya is just a small part of it, but it's a huge part of our life. The reason my family ended up in Kenya was because my grandfather saw this opportunity to start his business, and he was a mechanic. And since both Kenya and India were part of the British Empire, my grandfather had the opportunity to travel there to Kenya and work on the trains, because the trains were being built by the British across the eastern coast of Africa. And my grandfather was a great mechanic. And so this gave him and his family the opportunity to go and start a life there. This happened about 100 years ago. He and his wife sailed off from India to Kenya, to the coastal town of Mombasa. And they thought they were going to have a great life. And they had one son. And when this son was about 8 months old, his wife passed away. So then my grandfather was left here in the middle of this new country, having to work, having to provide, and he realized it would be too hard. And his family suggested that they had a wife, a young lady who would be willing to help him, and that ended up being my grandmother. And so she, at the age of 17, sailed from India, which was a 2-week journey, and she sailed to Mombasa, not speaking an ounce of English, not speaking or understanding any African languages, which the main one there is Swahili. And she started her life there. And when she was there, she raised her stepson along with 7 other sons. She gave birth to 7 boys and 2 girls. And they lived there for till the 1960s. My grandfather died probably when my dad was about 16 years old. And so my dad decided, okay, I am going to I'm going to have to help out my family. So when he was about 17 years old, he started looking for work in Nairobi. He spoke English. He spoke Swahili, which is the native language, the main language in Kenya. And he realized that he had more opportunities if he went to the capital, which is Nairobi. When he was there, he he loved the hustle and bustle of the city. Nairobi is the capital of Kenya. And when his mom felt, okay, he's in good hands, she decided to head on back to India. On one of my dad's visits to India, he had met my mom, who happened to be his youngest sister's best friend. And soon after, some years later, they got married. And my dad then brought my mom to Kenya. And my brothers and I were born there. We lived in Nairobi. We had the opportunity to enjoy just the big city life. So when we moved here to the Central Valley, it was vastly different. And for me, being nearly a teenager, I remember I struggled with the pace of the way life was here. But now that we live in Fresno, I feel as though Fresno has the opportunities and experiences that allow me to see what Kenya also, it gives me a little piece of Kenya. And basically, things that I noticed that resemble my experience of Kenya is, believe it or not, Chaffee Zoo. The African experience, the African safari, I feel like when they first put it up, it really was as though they took a piece of Nairobi with me from there and they brought it here, because the giraffe center in Chaffee Zoo almost replicates the one that is in Nairobi. The elephants and everything in that big lounge area where you can go and see the elephants and the rhino, that is something that looks like it's directly out of the savannas. So whenever I have felt homesick, I know that I've had the opportunity to go to Chaffee Zoo to experience that. Some other great things about Fresno is there is a huge African culture here. And so we have Ethiopian food right on Blackstone, which is called Fasika, and that is East African authentic as possible. And you know, when you go into Starbucks, they also have the best Kenyan Starbucks coffee, because Kenya is also known for its coffee and tea products because they export it. And those are just some great highlights of it. And I feel very thankful that I get to share this with you, because many people just assume that Africa is just it only is filled with Black Africans, and they forget that there are multitude of people that live there. Kenya has a vast number of Chinese and Italians and tons of Indians who have immigrated there over the years and call Africa their home, and probably have never been to their native countries of ethnic backgrounds. If I could spend every summer in Kenya, I definitely would. But since that's not possible, I know Chaffee Zoo is the closest that I can get to enjoy that. I brought a couple artifacts. So some things that are really great about Kenya is they are great craftsmen. So over here, let's see. I'm in my classroom, by the way. So over here, I have a little zebra for you, and it is hand carved. They put some wheels on there. And you can see that they've pegged it down with some beads and some wire. And this was handcrafted, and you can see that it's very authentic to the way their craft work is. And the other thing I have over here is a puppet. It's hard for me to hold it up, but it's on a stick. And it's a rhino. And so you can pop it up and down. And the last item I have here to share is a bag. And it's made out of, because Kenyans are known for their cotton weaving. So this bag is hand woven together to make a very durable bag. So those are just some things about me and my family before we immigrated to America.
Thank you so much.
Serena, thank you so much for sharing your story.
Absolutely.
Thank you. I appreciate you welcoming me. Thank you.
Thank you.
And Fasika is delicious. For anybody who's wondering, check it out. That place is so delicious too. Appreciated the shout out there. Okay. Ms. Nixon.
Yes.
We still have an amazing special guest. So everyone, if you have some time to stick around, we want you to stick around. We have awesome stuff still planned coming up right now. Ms. Nixon, what's going on?
Oh my gosh, you've got to stay for this. This is an African drumming group, and one of the members is actually from West Africa. His nickname is Wadaba, which means Great Panther. But I'm going to have KO to introduce the band and tell you all about it. Hi, KO.
Hello. Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
All right. Well, me and my friend here would like to introduce the star of our show. And his name is Wadaba. My name is KO. So for all you kids out there, let's have you try and say Wadaba. Wadaba. Okay, Wadaba. And Wadaba is from Guinea, West Africa. And as it was earlier talked about, Africa is a continent. It's not a country, it's a continent. It's enormous. So the cultures in Africa are very, very different. So now we were in East Africa, now we're going to West Africa. Wadaba is from Guinea, West Africa. And later on, when I introduce the other members, you will see that we are from all different ethnic backgrounds. Okay, so I introduce to you Mamadi Wadaba Kuruma from Guinea, West Africa. And he is a master drummer.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you. My name, Mamadi Kuruma. My nickname, Wadaba. Today, I want to play with people. That's my culture. That's my culture. That's I born Africa. My family play drum. My family dance and singing. My village, I play traditional drum. I like my culture can go down. Welcome to see me, Wadaba Mamadi Kuruma. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Anta. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. I'm very, very happy. Today, I play before. Me too. I'm okay. This second music, singing can. Everybody said singing can. Singing can.
Sinigang.
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 I'm very, very happy that Sinigang. Everybody sit down so see me today. Children, everybody. Sinigang, singing, that's in the English. English said tomorrow.
Sini means tomorrow.
That's tomorrow. You see today. What will happen in your life tomorrow? Nobody knows. The earth, you talk with your friend, think before you talk.
Think before you talk.
You talk with your mama, think before you talk.
Think before you say something.
Your father, Shem, before you talk, think first. What I can say, I don't want my father mad at me. I don't want mama mad at me. I don't want my friend mad at me because you don't know tomorrow.
Nobody knows tomorrow.
Nobody knows what will happen tomorrow in your life. Please be careful. Talk today, your friend, family, friend, everybody. Talk before, think before you talk. Please talk good talk. Don't talk bad talk.
Good talk is good. Bad talk
Good,
is
yeah.
bad.
Thank you. Let's music comment to tomorrow. Tomorrow, Malinke said Sinigang.
Sinigang.
Everybody listen because and now COVID, everybody my mouth inside the back. You know I'm happy, not happy, nobody know, you know. No, I'm happy today for play children because I don't want my culture music go down. I want to grow my music. I don't want to lose. I want all of listen, take, keep my music, my culture. Okay. Me yetilinga vola, jembe vola li yetilinga vola, wulu kamere. Me yetilinga vola na, me yetilinga vola, wulu kamere. Tilinga, me yetilinga vola. Tilinga majipo, me yetilinga vola. Narangoye milinga manye o silinga manyo silinga manya mafele ni silinga bola o mafele kola silinga manye o silinga bola amafele kola silinga manye silinga manye silinga manye silinga mafele kola silinga manye silinga manye silinga manye mafele Okay. This instrument named tamang. Name tamang. That's good. All instrument. All instrument. No new instrument. All instrument. That's tamang, Africa, who I born village, they working farm for help people working farm for food.
Did you get that? It's for working on the farm. Working.
No machine, no shop, nothing. Everything hand working. The America, different place, different road, there's a machine, tractor, everything, shop, everything. Africa, that's oil, gasoline, everything for help people courage. It's name Tamang.
Right there. So the Taman gives workers in the field courage to work. So can you imagine here in the Central Valley, if people out in the fields had a whole drumming group like us to play for them while they work? Wouldn't that be amazing? That's what they have where he comes from.
Thank you. Okay. Huh?
So can you guys out there imagine what it would be like without a cell phone? No cell phone. But instead, you had these to communicate.
This instrument, same, the Tama I talked before, same story, but different village. This instrument, no my instrument. This is something same Africa, West Africa, Guinea. The instrument for to that's Berese. So
It's a Berese instrument. It's from the forest. It's not his culture, but it's a different culture in Guinea that they live in the forest.
That's important. important story. Yes.
Yeah. Very important story.
Yeah. I play that because I love this instrument.
I love that instrument too.
Okay, listen. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, we have some wonderful, wonderful friends playing with Wadaba. Jude Mukawa, and he is another born in Africa guy, but he is from the Democratic Republic of Congo. And we have Jin Sawada. He is American, and his background is pure Japanese. His parents are both Japanese. And I am half Japanese and half European by descent, American. So our group is very international. And I'm very proud of that. It's real nice to have so much diversity in our lives. So we're gonna do another song. Do you want to just do one more song?
No,
Okay. We're gonna do one more song.
thank you, everybody. I think not sit down. Everybody needs dance,
Everybody
clap,
dance.
happy. That's it. And to music, whatever. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Wadabar, thank you so much for your music and also for your wonderful words.
Yeah, thank you.
Wow, that was really such a very cool. I'm so glad that we were able to do that. That's so cool. Thank you so much to
That was so fun. That was awesome.
And some of the instruments I've never even seen before. It's just incredible. I was really riveted.
The different tones you could get out of one instrument was so amazing. With the squeezing, the one that you squeeze and it changes the tone, and then the drums, it's so cool. And yeah, I'm sure there's ways that we could hear some more drumming sometime in the future. We'll have to try to keep everybody up to date if we ever hear any more about performances and things. That's very cool.
That was awesome. That was so good. So inspiring. Oh my goodness.
Well, one last thing about the group. One of the instruments was used to communicate. Like, they say they don't have cell phones, so they communicate to other villages or far away. So it's pretty interesting, fascinating.
Yeah, absolutely. And we are so grateful for everyone who has shared your chats, 4th grade. Thank you so much. I'm so glad that you enjoyed it. I agree. So good. So awesome. So cool. So many skills. I love them. And lots of claps. Yes, I was clapping and dancing along too. And this is, we're wrapping up our assembly. We're so glad you could all join us. A reminder to all our families out there that enrollment is open for the 2021 school year. We would love for you to share the news with your neighbors, with your friends,
22.
and to get the word out about our awesome community so that your students, your scholars, your family members could be a part of all the wonderful things that are going on and the community that's wrapped around us.
You know, and I want to thank our students for the hard work, the artwork, the music, the PE games. Thank you so much for all that you do, my students and our students. And of course, I want to thank our admin and our teachers, our parents for all your support. We really appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, guys, it's been great having Meadow and Valley together. This has been really fun. And thanks, Alex, for the shout out. Yay! See, junior high still likes me a little, even after I torture them through all that PE stuff. I love it. So they can see, and rhythm is part of PE. That's what's so pretty cool. It's like, it makes you want to move, and that's what we need to get up and do, and our bodies want to move. So it's awesome to see. But thanks, Meadow and Valley, being together. This has been super fun having you all, since the three of us all work with all of you. So it's really cool to bring us all together. So this has been really, really nice. And we are Aspen Strong. That's right. Pretty soon, adding some Aspen Ridge in there too. Yeah. Awesome.
All right. Well, thank you, everybody. We will see you at the next assembly to celebrate more with you. Go spread the word about our school, and we'll see you later, everybody.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.